The Essex and Suffolk hunt always gets a good turnout, and this season is proving to be no exception. But for the 6th year running, its hounds won't be chasing foxes, but a scent laid by a quad bike, which is why everyone here can't wait for the Hunting Act to be repealed.
Let's hope it happens in this sort of coming year or the next year.
It's really important for you, is it?
Well, yes, we want to get back to how we were. I've been hunting all my life, which is over 50 years.
The hunting fraternity had always expected the Conservatives to repeal the Act as soon as they entered government. Now, though, with the economic crisis, they accept there are other priorities and they'll have to wait.
There's been embarrassment for the country to waste time at the moment trying to repeal this. It's obviously very important to me, but it's not important to many people. There will be a time and there'll be a place, and I'm sure the government will do it.
But many are beginning to wonder if it ever will. Anti-hunt campaigners claim that at Westminster there is no longer a majority in favour of changing the law.
I think people thought that the composition of a new parliament would radically change parliamentary opinion on the issue, and it hasn't. I think the world has moved on in a way that people really didn't expect, and what's happened is that somehow hunting's got past the tipping point. Public and political opinion now is that we've been there, we've done that, we don't need to go back to it.
And is this a sign of the changing times? There is now an organisation called Conservatives Against Fox Hunting, set up by a party activist earlier this year.
We received tons of emails from people who are concerned and alarmed at this issue being on the agenda again.
And these are Conservative supporters?
These are Conservative supporters, people like me, who don't want to be branded with the term cruel Tories.
In many ways, it seems that the anti-hunt lobby has the pro-repeal lobby on the run. But MPs in our region, most of whom want to see the Act repealed, insist that's not the case.
My guess is that we have the numbers. My guess is that they haven't been quite tabulated yet, and I'm sure the government will want to do all it can to support its natural supporters, not only on the backbenches of Parliament, but also out in the country.
But privately, many pro-repeal MPs admit that they don't have the numbers at the moment. And we've been told that a well-organised operation is underway at Westminster to try to win new supporters. A list has been drawn up of MPs who might be won over. Quiet dinners have been taking place. But it's going to take time. Several MPs close to the lobbying process have told me that it'll be at least another year before they have the numbers they need. And therefore no vote will happen until early 2012. As one MP put it, we've only got one shot at this. We're not going to call the vote until we know we can win it. No one will confirm publicly that there is such a well-organised campaign, but one pro-repeal MP will admit this much.
Many of us still getting to know each other, and I think there's a process in that of people working out what their priorities are, what's important to you, what fires you up, what did you come here to do. And I just sense that in that process, many of us are discovering that too many bad laws is a bad thing, and I think there will be a majority for a repeal if and when we get round to it.
Those who want the Act repealed insist it's not just about whether you like hunting or not. It's also about freedom of expression and changing a law which they say has been unenforceable. They believe the Act will eventually be repealed, but they're going to have to wait much longer than they had expected for it to happen.